whiskey lovers, welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings, and today we have to stay indoors. The weather is too bad. It's raining. Spring. Anyway, I would like to talk to you today about the Dalmore. Now, the Dalmore distillery is in the northern Highlands of Scotland. It was founded in 1839 by Alexander Matheson, who was a bit of an opium trader actually back in the day. So he got his richness, he got his fortunes by importing illegal opium from the Middle East. He founded the distillery, which is on the banks of the Cromarty Firth, and basically the Dalmore is it's a half Gaelic, half Norse word, meaning the big grasslands. Now, when Matheson died, the three brothers, Andrew, Charles and Alexander Mackenzie, took over the distillery, which was basically built on their land already. They took over the distillery and doubled the stills from 2 to 4. In 1917, the production at Dalmore had to stop because of the World War. The Navy had taken possession of the warehouses to produce mines in there. So imagine that. When they left again in 1920, the Dalmore distillery was ravaged by a fire because of an explosion in the warehouses. And while Alexander Mackenzie actually took that case to court, he took the Navy to court. Can you imagine that? Production did not resume until 1922. In 1958, the Dalmore installed a Saladin box, which is some sort of an apparatus to malt barley. They kept that in operation until 1982, the Saladin box. You don't see those in Scotland very often. I do recall that Tamdhu used to have one, but there are not many distilleries that use the Saladin box, and I'm not sure that there are any in operation today. The Dalmore was an independent distillery until 1960, but then they joined forces with White and Mackay, which of course you know because of their flamboyant master blender, the nose as they call him, Richard Patterson. He has been creating quite a few of these Dalmore expressions, but the Dalmore has also been receiving quite a bit of criticism lately because of the premiumization of their whiskies. They have actually reinvented the Dalmore brand and have positioned it in the market as a top quality premium whiskey with prices, well, the sky's the limit. That doesn't mean that the whiskey isn't any good. In fact, it is very good, but many whiskey aficionados think that it's becoming a bit overpriced. What we have here today is not an not an official bottling of the Dalmore, but an independent bottling of Dalmore, in this case, the Ultimate. That's a bit a brash statement, isn't it? That's a bit bold, the Ultimate. But the Ultimate is a label by Han and Maurice van Wees, two people from Holland who've been in the whiskey business since 1994. The Ultimate is a label that bottles single casks, in this case a Dalmore 1990. It was bottled in 2012, which means that this is a 21-year-old Dalmore. That's a beautiful age, isn't it? It was matured on a sherry cask, cask number 9420, and it is bottled at a strength of 46% ABV. So, like I said, distilled on the 11th September 1990, bottled the 2nd of February 2012, and this sherry butt yielded 651 bottles. 46% ABV, and you can immediately see the sherry on the color of this whiskey. It's got a nice viscosity, beautiful beads. It's a full golden to old golden with some amber hues in there. That's your sherry cask, of course. Let's see. On the nose. Oh, this is classic Dalmore. The classic influence of raisins, fresh figs, a lot of citrus, vanilla. There's a touch of oak in there as well. Mild spices, some almond cake, and it's got this nice trace of oak, trace of smoke, I mean, a nice trace of smoke from the oak, obviously. This is nice. It's a little oily. The spices are mild, but it's a very interesting nose nonetheless. On the palate then. It's nice and creamy, but the spices are louder now. The oak is louder as well. But fruit remains in the driver's seat. Not as much dark fruit as I would have expected from the nose. It's more citrus now, some berries. Also, beeswax. Almonds. This is very nice. Fruit driven. Now on the finish, which is medium long, it's mostly those nuts that I'm getting, those almonds on the finish, which fades gently. It's fairly long, it's medium to long. A very gentle fade in the finish. This is a very nice Dalmore. And what's even better is, even though this is a classic Dalmore, 21 years old, single cask, it's available for only €55. And that, I believe, is one of the great powers of the independent bottlers. They can offer great whiskey at affordable prices. In this case, I think €55 for a 21-year-old Dalmore is a steal. Well, try to find an official 21-year-old Dalmore for €55. You might just be able to get a half bottle. So this is a steal. This is good value for money. Let me put it that way. And that's it for this Whiskey Rambling. I hope to see you again real soon. Hopefully the weather will allow us to go back outside. But until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.